pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they took care of business in game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-zip. Shaq, what's the key for them to take care of business?
Well, you can't get complacent, and the effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not elephants. They have short memories. They are not elephants. They forget.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
The Western Conference NBA playoffs, round 1 continues. The Minnesota Timberwolves, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. A look at the Nuggets. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of the series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Smart. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Towns, and it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. If it counts, Beal's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Timberwolves. Murray against Rozier. Murray, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
In the corner, it's Harris. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Basket is good, the assist from Harris.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Beal from long range. Nice D from Porter.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to talk with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him about his team's mindset after that opening game loss. He told me, hey, we're not down. We're on the road. Our goal was to come in here and take 1 of the first 2. Still in position to accomplish that. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And here is Beal following the 3-pointer by Jokic. Here's Towns. He gets it in there.
Well, I like the focus Towns has. So confident down low. Taking advantage of his size there.
Murray kicks to Porter. The feed now to Harris. Beal with the steal. Wiggins outside. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, improving the consistency from range, Kevin. One of the things Wiggins is focusing on. And I think he's accomplished it to this point.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 5.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Beal dishes to Wiggins. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch-and-shoot game, too.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Smart against Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Smart. Inside and stolen by Murray. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. They need this, and it's laid up and in by Harris. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Beal finds Smart. Towns against Jokic. On the left block. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That one looking good the whole way, guys. I mean, for a young center, Towns very mindful of his shot mechanics.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's 7 points for Jokic. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And, you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-through behind the arc.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jones comes in for Terry Rozier. Smart kicks to Towns. Good defense by Jokic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Over to the wing. Jones against Murray. Down low. The inside shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Smart against Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Is off. And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Jokic. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. It's good.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Smart against Harris. Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Jokic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Smart. Here's Valanciunas, and he makes good on the layup.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Millsap misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. To the inside. Beal against Porter. Here's Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Nikola Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
2 shots. The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And the first one at the line is good.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double like.
Martin's checked in for Denver. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Jones finds Smart for Murray. Smart misses.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
To the middle. Here's Porter. Millsap. Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Beal against Porter. Pass to Smart. Shoots over Barton. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And the Nuggets with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Jokic. Lyle comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail by 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Howard kicks to Porter. Barton right side. The three. The three-pointer is right on target. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Towns. Passes to Valanciunas. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Smart. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Porter against Beal. Porter, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 7. Towns, the pass to Jones. Takes it to Beal. Towns shoots over Lyle. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Towns following the miss by Michael Porter. Beal can't get it to go. Beverley against Jones. Down low. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Beal. And Valanciunas kicks to Towns. A 15-footer. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Outside Porter. Beverley against Jones. And And it's Lyles in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Barton, and the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 7. Barton outside. He kicks to Porter. They get a hand on it. And there's the pass to Beverly. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here is Rozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 1:41 left to play in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's the aggressive side of Wiggins. Taking it up inside. Inviting. Embracing. And taking on the foul.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That one misses.
You know, you think about Wiggins, drafted number 1 overall a few years ago. So many high expectations. And to be fair and honest, he's met most of them.
He hits the second from the line. 1:39 left in the first. Now Beverly. Barton surveying the floor. Feeds to Porter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Now, here's Rozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That's to Valanciunas. In the corner, it's Wiggins. It's a floater, and he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
And Beverly kicks to Porter. Howard against Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he recovers it. And there it is for him. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Rozier, the pass to Valanciunas. Wiggins with it. Defending. Wiggins against Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Lyles kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Clock at 6. Barton passes to Lyles from 10 feet out. Rebounded by Valanciunas. So it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
We've got Patrick Beverley. Porter is out there with Trey Lyons. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 5. Barton outside. Passes it to Beverley. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Howard. And the rejection by Valanciunas. A three-pointer. Wiggins. A shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Rozier against Beverley. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Outside, Smart. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. There's a check in for Porter.
Gary Harris.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Beverley finds Barton. Now Lyons. Back to Barton. Out to Harris. 5 to shoot. The dish to Howard. Unloads from 13. And that's good off the glass that time. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, who's on the money? It's no doubt. And the basket by Rozier.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bucket is good. And that's now 7 points for Will Barton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Rozier against Beverley. Pass to Barton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. So Rozier will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Nuggets lead by 1. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance.
Got that one up quick. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
Rozier kicks to Wiggins. The pass to Smart. Over Harris. That one wide left.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Barton against Smart. It's hauled in by Bates Diop.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Now here's Barton, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Howard. Millsap comes in for Trey Lyles, and it's Jamal Murray in for Patrick Beverley. Minnesota also making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bounce pass from Smart, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray kicks to Millsap. Harris outside. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Harris against Smart. Can they get it? The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Martin passes to Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And Beal kicks to Rozier. Harris against Smart. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Rozier with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Beal from long range, and he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Pass to Jokic. Barton against Beal. Back to the inside. Here's Murray. Misses from short range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Smart on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Smart finds Beal. Here's Bates Diop. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pass to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Maintaining his balance all the way through. Harris, tough to stop, even on these physical finishes.
Now here's Towns. He's got 7. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
I think this is one of the great strengths in Towns' game. Very reliable shooter from the foul line. Forces the defense not to be too anxious to send him to the strike.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the strike.
Harris passes to Jokic. Dishes to Murray. Outside for Millsap. Back to Murray. Here's Harris. 9 points in the game so far. Over Rozier. Harris misses. Harris against Smart. to Rozier and stolen by Murray. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Smart. Murray, the pass to Harris. Millsap left side. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Denver the rebound. Millsap. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
The Nuggets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rozier kicks to Towns. Smart against Harris. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. To Towns. High arcing shot, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. Harris has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Beal finds Towns. Here's Paige Diop. Jokic defending. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 7. Surveying the D. The pass to Harris. Clock at 6. Back to Murray. Barton outside from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Barton against Beal. Kicks to Towns. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
What can you do when Towns is knocking these shots down? A big man with a dynamite killer jumper.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. So it's Denver now. It's a 5-point game. Murray, no good. Towns, the pass to Beal. Good, and as this goes to Towns. And 11 points for Bradley Beal.
Outstanding vision, plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
Murray against Wiggins. Tipped away. It's stolen by Jones. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with the ball. Beal gets a wide open look. And it's all evened up. Beal's got 14 points for the game.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jokic inside. Guarded by Valanciunas. Yep, that one goes.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Beal. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns against Jokic. Towns, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And stolen by Wiggins. Bucket is good.
Yeah, high percentage look there, Kevin. I mean, Wiggins reads the defense and then basically just takes what he's given there.
Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder.
There's Towns after the Nuggets pick up 2. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. For the Nuggets, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Millsap, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Harris. 52 seconds left now here in the second. Beal against Beverley. He kicks it to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Howard. Towns with the steal. Jones against Beverley. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones finds Towns. Now here's Valanciunas. He's guarded by Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins against Porter. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
It's all tied in Denver. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Bradley, a great first half for you. What's working out there so far?
Yeah, it's just me having fun. I mean, that's the most important thing. Sometimes I lose sight of that. And once I get back to that and having fun and doing what Coach wants me to do, and just playing my game, I think I'll be fine.
Bradley, thanks very much. Congratulations. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz in the air. Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Nuggets, getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And, you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And, Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
So it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Wiggins is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Smart. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Towns in at the center position. Here's Beal following the basket by Jokic. Towns, the pass to Smart. Now, here's Rozier. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. There's Beal with the 3. Tries to keep it alive. Minnesota again turning it over. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Murray against Rozier. Murray kicks to Porter. Millsap inside. Lays it up and bunks it in. And now a 4-point Denver lead.
You know, this is where Millsap excels. A great interior score. He has the size and touch to pulverize defense.
Connects from three-point range.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
You know, wide open look for Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 10 points.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. He made all 3 of his shots.
Rozier the pass to Towns. To Wiggins. Towns trying to get open. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Wiggins. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Harris kicks to Murray. Back to Harris. To the paint. Pulls up on the elbow. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Beal against Harris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's Porter. Tries again, and that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Smart kicks to Rozier. Now the pass to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
A guy with the size and skill of Towns, Kevin, really hard to stop without fouling.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. One falls, so he hits both of them. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Rozier against Murray. Tries it from 19. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Smart against Harris. Porter in the corner. Millsap finds Harris. Over Smart. That misses off the backboard.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Murray against Rozier. From 6 away. Millsap misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Smart passes to Towns. Smart on the wing. He has 7 over Millsap, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Porter. He's got 10. Here's Jokic. Millsap trying to get open, and he gets it back. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for Harris. Minnesota also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Smart. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Rozier. Poke loose and stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. He feeds it to Millsap. Murray against Jones. Here's Millsap, and it's Denver scoring again. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle steps for the Nuggets?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Towns with the bucket.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Pass to Barton. And here's Millsap. He's covered by Beal. Count the basket. Millsap's got 10 points in just the second half.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Passes it to Towns. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Wiggins against Millsap. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Jokic. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Wiggins, number 12, goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Off the dribble drive, Wiggins gets a step. Hard to get in front of him after that.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Pass to Lyles. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Barton's got 9 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And that one's good. Towns.
Doesn't take a lot for Towns to catch fire. He's a confident, sweet-shooting big guy. Can score on anyone from anywhere.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Wiggins with some nice D. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Jones. Back to Wiggins. Towns against Jokic. Towns down low. 17 points in the game. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
You know, defensively, there's not a lot you can do in that situation. I mean, Towns is just so big and strong and long. Really hard to stop him in the paint.
Denver calls timeout. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
So he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A different look for Denver. Howard comes in for Jokic, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Paul Millsap. Down low, here's Murray. Makes it off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Jones kicks to Wiggins. Out to the wing. Here's Towns. It doesn't go for him. And Denver the other way now. Barton outside. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Wiggins. No good on that one. Barton with some nice D. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the paint. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. Valanciunas against Howard. Outside, Jones, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Barton.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
With the long arms that Barton has, he's an exceptional defender, and I think he does a nice job picking and choosing his spots to take chances.
And here's Beverley. Oh, good on the triple. This is it to Wiggins. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. And Beal kicks to Jones. Barton against Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. Offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
When he's got that kind of position, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
Here's Bates Diop. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Beverley against Jones. Howard dishes to Murray. Denver passing it around. And it's Wiles in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 6. Okogie. And the 3 off target.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit, too.
Here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Okogie, he's covered by Murray. Pass to Bates Diop. Shoots over Barton. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Bobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Wiggins throws it down.
Going rack to rack. You see the athleticism of Wiggins, but also the tremendous effort to get down the court like that.
Now here's Barton. He's got 9. In the corner, Murray with it. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Barton. And Harris subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Minnesota also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Smart comes in for Wiggins. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Tyus Jones. Rozier looking around. The pass to Bates Diop. Porter with a block. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Timberwolves leading by 6. Murray and Harris, the guards. Trey Lyles out there with Howard. And it's Porter at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Valanciunas, good. Denver shooting in this game 45%. Murray, the pass to Harris. Has it in the corner. It's hauled in by Bates Diop. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Harris against Smart. Over Harris. Smart misses. The Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Porter. Kicks it to Murray. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Timberwolves leading by 9. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Bates Diop. Millsap covering. Back to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. For Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Porter passes to Murray. He kicks to Harris. Denver needs to get off his shot. There's Porter with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Millsap dishes to Murray. Harris outside. Can they get it? The shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Outside, Smart.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Denver calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Jokic has checked in for Dwight Howard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach is saying to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
And that one's good. Listen.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Jones finds Valanciunas. Here's Paige Diop. Jokic defended. From 13, Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Smart against Harris. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jones. For Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Harris against Smart. Murray outside. Here's Porter, poked away. Okogie, guarded by Porter. Pass to Bates Diop. Jones against Murray. Bates Diop, the pass to Smart. Here's Bates Diop. They get it back. Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Jokic. Harris outside. Passes it to Murray. Now Jokic, the feed to Harris. Jones with it. Outside, Smart. Pass to Valanciunas. They could use a bucket. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic. Smart against Harris. Porter looking it over. Jokic trying to free himself up. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
To the inside, a fadeaway, and off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 11 points for Marcus Smart.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Now, here's Jokic. A three-pointer, no good. Wiggins drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Using those long gazelle-like strides, Wiggins beats everybody to the front. They have to foul him to stop him.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Feeds it to Millsap. Wiggins with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 8. Knocks it loose. Harris against Smart. Outside Porter. The pass to Millsap. And no good. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Smart against Harris. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Timberwolves passing it around. Smart deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Beal. Inside, he's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And down hard, flying high for the catch and flush, Kevin. Wiggins gets off the ground in a hurry.
Murray against Rozier. Jokic finds Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Towns. Murray against Rozier. Pass to Beal. A 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. The Nuggets trail by 4. Good on the bucket.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Minnesota's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And Valanciunas kicks to Rozier. And there's the pass to Beal. Rebound by the Nuggets. To the paint. Here's Harris. It's good. This game is all even. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Delivering in big spots. There's a reason Harris is on the floor in these moments.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Beal, the pass to Wiggins. Valanciunas against Jokic. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Rozier. Towns wide open. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. 25 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Rozier against Murray. And the rejection by Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got the game tied up here for Denver.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now here's Beal. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Rozier against Murray. Here's Towns. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Now here's Wiggins. Following the miss by Michael Porter. And the basket by Rozier.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
He kicks to Towns. Goes up the baseline. Off the left rim and out. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Harris has made these shots before, which is why he's confident in these situations.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. Over Millsap. Here's Valanciunas. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Al Beal following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Passes to Beal from outside the arc. Jokic grabs the miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the game. Towns against Millsap. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big time stuff there.
Wiggins from outside. Towns dishes to Wiggins. Kicks to Beal. Rozier for three. No good.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooter.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. In a game like this with a lot of different runs, what's the emotional lift you get when you win it?
Man, we're just glad we won this game, man. We started off a little sluggish. We started to get our rhythm, get the tempo up, and somehow managed to get this win.
You take them any way you can get them, right? So congrats again, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.